Hello, 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 and welcome to
Hi.
another one of my phenomenal authors. I'm so excited to introduce this author to you today. My name is Dr. Sherrie Walton, for those of you all that don't know who I am. And I have a program where I help authors go from purpose to publish to profit in 90 days. So today I am with none other than, I have to say none other than, because I'm telling you, she's famous. You know, she's Ticki Favaroth. And
Yes.
listen, she is phenomenal. She came from corporate
Thank you.
America, started her own business, and I want her to tell you a lot about what she does in her latest book that I've been able to be a part of. So I'm going to go ahead and stop talking and turn it over to Miss Ticki. How are you, ma'am?
I am doing well. So first of all, Dr. Sherrie, let me just start out by saying thank you. And thank you for being a leader and a coach and really a mentor to guide me through this process. It's one of those things that I think was given to me by God, and I'll say that. And so since I started this journey, it has not only been a process to just share what I know with others, but it's also been a process for me to check in on the things that I find really valuable. So a little bit about myself. My name is Ticki, and for those that know me in the industry, I spent 20 years in corporate America, and I have worked for some phenomenal organizations that have coached me, mentored me, guided me to lead some HR or human resources best practices, both globally and domestically. And I've had the opportunity to work with both private, public, and government entities in my quest for excellence. And so I'm super excited to be at this inflection point from a career perspective where I've kind of given myself permission and the opportunity to take that 20 years of wins, losses, missed opportunities, lessons learned, or things that I wish people would tell me, and actually begin to put into practice what I know, as well as learn some new things. And so one of the cementing ways of me really living and stepping into that purpose is to begin to unpack all of the knowledge that I think I have and the insights that I have. And I really want to be a multiplier of people. And so I would say I've learned in my writing and the things that I do from a human capital perspective, it's not for everyone, and people may be on the different spectrum of what they understand and what they know and what they value. But for the 1% that really find it interesting, for the 1% that's really trying to grow and develop, or for those that don't even know how to unlock their potential, I just want to share some knowledge that if I was myself 20 years ago, it may have accelerated the accomplishments or lessons learned or things that I experienced on my 20-year journey. And so it's really my purpose and it's my intent to really begin to unpack what I know, to put that down in language that's very simple, and begin to share and become a multiplier of others. And I think this is the first book. And so I'm super excited about getting it to market. I'm super excited about the feedback. As a matter of fact, you know, in the next couple of weeks, I have a couple of meetings talking about doing a guest lecture series. I'm taking this into some universities and just different places. And again, I think that the response back from the book, whether it be good critics or bad critics, and I take them both, but really sewing into people and have them come back and say, this one nugget changed my life, or I didn't have this piece of information and it made me do something different. Oh gosh, I wish I'd have known this when I just started my career, but I'm mid-career, and now you've unlocked my full potential to do something different. And like I said, this is just the beginning of the journey, and I'm hoping through this process, not only will I be giving, but from a reciprocity perspective, I will get the feedback back, because there's so much that I do know, but there's so much that I'm willing to go find out to help others be successful. So that's it. That's what I got.
That's amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
I think I can just listen to you talk all day. I'm like I
Yeah.
like. First of all, like we haven't been
You've
spending
heard
months
me do
together.
that.
So
Plenty of times during our coaching sessions, you've listened to me talk.
we're talking about the latest book that you just premiered
Yeah.
a week or so ago, and you sent out the email. It's called Campus to Career.
Yeah.
insights and solutions to everyday career
Yes.
challenges. And this
Yes.
is a very pivotal time to even launch this book because it helps the
Yes.
college students, right, that is
Yep.
transitioning, but what they should actually look at and what they should be paying attention to, and some of the things that they should be putting into practice while they're in
Mm-hmm.
college. And with this being graduation season,
Yeah.
students graduating, some going to college, some already freshmen and sophomores. I believe this book is something that every college student and their parents and those that prepare students to go to college should have in hand. So when you came and talked about this series, and it's a series of books, there'll be 3
Yes.
books under this particular series that'll be coming out in the course of the next months.
Yeah.
And when she talked about the series and the knowledge that you pack into this short read, right? It's a short read, but it's so much knowledge that I know that they are going to be grabbing at this information. So talk to us about why you felt it was important to even do a book because I mean, it's been probably years since you've been out of college, right? I know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so why did you feel the importance to even put a book like this together?
So very good question, and thank you for all of the positive thoughts. Like I said, I know we've spent a ton of time together talking about this book. So if I think about the why did I decide to put this book together? I think it's really threefold. So one, at the latter end of my kind of corporate journey, I had an opportunity with a major corporation to look at our what they call campus to corporate, our early career development program. And as the leader of that program for our particular business unit, we were able to grow that program from 12 to 400 students across the United States. And then obviously from there were discussions starting about branching out across North America and then our location in India. And so in putting this program together, I think I found my purpose of being a multiplier in helping the many hundreds of early career students begin to make their transition into their actual first corporate job or career. And as you begin to work with some of these students or individuals, or we call them colleagues, you learn that as you go to campuses and partner with them, as you begin to learn the makeup of individuals that are seeking the type of opportunities we had in market, there was this formula, there was this thing that really helped some really accelerate. There were some that kind of came mid, and there were some that kind of got stuck. And so I thought about my own career as an accelerator and said, what have I learned in current day for those that are being successful? And you'll see that I've dedicated the book to a couple of those hundreds that we've mentored. But really, what is the knowledge before you even get started? And so, as you mentioned before, this book is really for those that are in high school thinking about going to campus. So campus could be high school or college. It's really for those parents, for counselors, for teachers that really want to help guide, coach, and mentor those. And really, I really tried to, in best language, create a crosswalk between the experiences of being on campus, and that could be a junior college, four-year college, technical college, to what that may translate to on the job. And the whole purpose is to accelerate the knowledge and capability so individuals could find themselves being successful out the gate and spend 90% of their time learning the skill, learning the culture, partnering with their manager to really drive business results. What we have seen, or what I saw, is a lot of people struggle to say, what's a job description and what does it mean? And what's a performance review? And what is setting goals? When in fact, many of those tasks were set in either high school or college. And I just wanted to simply crosswalk for them how to think about that and how to get the most out of it before they really enter the large arena. And then I would say, secondly, once people understand, I wanted to educate them on the process and the role that individuals play in ensuring that they have, again, the best successful match with a company that fits their mission and vision and version of career, and how to enter that space with more knowledge versus kind of taking something, landing, not being satisfied, or I graduated college, I don't know what to do, and why didn't I compete? All the things that could really hold us back. So again, it's really for the 1% that really wants to really try to help create a level playing field where we're talking about a common language and a common dialogue ultimately multiply and accelerate their success. So it's just the beginning, and I'm hopeful that, again, if it touches 1, 10, 10,000, 100,000, that individuals find value in just the knowledge that's was shared.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
listen, I want to go into the nitty gritty. I feel like I'm
Okay.
putting on my my talk show hat. So tell us about this writing process, because you and I went back and forth of like, release the book, release it, give
Yeah.
it to me, give me
Yeah.
this baby, let me.
I realized through this process I'm not a good customer and I'm not a good steward of processes, even though I love it. So I think about, if I think about writing this book, and actually there are 2 other books in progress, and we have a schedule for 3 more. If I think about myself, and there's really 2 instances that I want to talk about, and that's really learning me and unpacking how I share.
Mhm.
And so even starting, like, where's the place that I start? Where do I want to start driving value and impact? Which said, I want to go all the way back to the beginning. And so with that, it caused me to go all the way back to say, what did I learn in my experience as being a leader in this space, taking myself as an individual college student many, many years ago, both grad and undergrad, in picking that place. And so finding the words in today's college arena or workplace or environment was really a challenge for me to make sure that I was crystal clear. So I think the big part is finding my place to start. I think for writing, I've had a lot of lessons learned. I had a lot of lessons to say, why should I write this? Is it really valid? Am I really, do I know what I'm talking about? And will people read this? And so you go through this own um, de de what's the word I want to use? This own process of making sure that kind of regurgitating what you've learned in your career and on your journey,
Mhm.
and feeling a level of confidence to say it's not for everybody, but for the ones that need it. And considering that I do a ton of coaching of executives and individuals, my latest book of work has been, new college grads that are looking for their executive presence and learning some of those social skills. And it really made me check and validate if what I knew and was enabling people to do was really valid. And so I think that's the part that took the longest for me, is always saying, is this the right word? Will people feel this? And do they understand? Do I understand? Is it simple? Is it plain? Because I really wanted this to be a body of work. Again, it's the first book, 70-30, 80-20, that really became a multiplier and helped people to really accelerate. And so this process, having you as a coach, pushing me beyond the limits, testing my thinking, saying don't get caught up in the weeds, and, let's work together, and even trusting someone with your vision, and to say, do you understand what I understand? And did you see it the same way? And it's allowing me to say that I don't have the cushion of corporate anymore, and that I have to surround my table with a different set of players that can help bring that vision to life. So it was a very interesting journey. I'm still on it, but I'm very proud of the fact, regardless, to say that I set my sights to share. I invested the time and the resources to get it there. And hopefully, like I said, 1, 10, 10,000, 100,000, it will drive impact in a different way. That's the bottom line on top for me.
I loved working with you, and as a leader, just seeing you in a different capacity, because writing a book makes you vulnerable.
It
It's like,
does.
and I love working with leaders like yourself, because I mean, even as a fellow leader, I understand we're used to calling the shots. We're used to giving people
Yes.
the checklist. So when someone is now
Yeah,
pointing the finger back saying, okay, I need this from you, it makes us kind of uncomfortable, like,
it
well,
does.
I'll give it to you when I get ready, one
Yeah.
of those.
Yes.
But I
Yes.
love the process with you, and through it all, with your accolades and your 20 plus years of experience, and we haven't even began to scrape the surface of where you've been, where you've worked, and the places
Yeah.
around the world. The fact that I'm thankful, the fact that you were able to just sit under this umbrella and say, okay, I'm ready, and I'm submitting to the process. So
Yep.
I'm excited, because I know that there's so many doors that are flying open for you right now. And
Yes.
when you said
Yes.
something that was so key earlier, a lot of times leaders don't really know what they're an expert in. You know you're good at stuff.
Yes.
You know you've been
Yes.
around and people have said you're good at stuff, but the book makes us sit down and say, okay, what can you really teach people based on your knowledge, based on your skill? You are the expert. And so stop
Yeah.
second guessing yourself, stop doubting yourself. So I actually enjoyed this process of helping people with and you already had purpose before you met me, but we just kind of just started shining some things up together and just really honing in on that voice of your own brand, because you have your business that you
Yeah.
build, but this one puts you in a different light, because now it made
Yeah.
Ticki come from behind
Yes. People know who I am now.
and build your own brand. And that was something that evolved in our processes. I don't even know if that was something we talked about from the beginning, but it was just something that started to evolve because it just made sense. Like, you are your own brand behind everything else you do, behind everyone else you've driven to help get them to the top. This now is your time to shine. So I enjoy this. I enjoy the birthing process. I enjoy when you send me the text saying the book is in your hand. So
Yeah. Yes. It's, you know what I can say to your point, it is a journey. And it's not even calling yourself an expert, which I appreciate that, but it's about saying you've spent your life learning something. And if you really want to add value and impact, you have to be willing to share. And, through our history and through our culture and many cultures, storytelling is a way of sharing. And so even when we do training and talent development and we create these scenarios or we create these personas, it's all about telling the story so someone can find their spot, because somebody's at the beginning, somebody's in the middle, somebody's at the end, or even reading beginning, they may realize they're off the page and to a whole new level. So I would say, even for me being a leader, it's not about having the title of expert. It's just saying, I've been through it. I know it. And I want you to know it too, because if someone had told my 20-year ago, early career, employees, any nugget, very simple and plain, I probably could deliver results faster. I probably could have matured and worked those muscles faster and really begin to catapult my career at a faster pace than I believe that I went, even though I did achieve some really good heights. But it was a growing, I had some growing pains. And I believe if I'd have started in college with a different mindset, then I could have showed up day one, a different person, ready to say, I got that. I know what the job description is. I got that, and let me just get to understanding my clients and the impact that I'm going to make. So that's just my 2 cents on it.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, so tell the people, how can they find you, how they can connect with you. I know you're also, your organization provides coaching for career development. So how can everyone get in contact with you?
So there are many ways people can get in touch with me, but obviously if this is on LinkedIn, you can review my LinkedIn profile, Ticki Favaroth. If you're an organization or a leader that's looking for executive coaching, it's HR and Co, and it's HR and the ampersand Co. And if you just want to drop me a note and just say, I don't know, but I just want to talk, you can email me at tickifavaroth@hrandco.com, and I'm going to spell that. That's TICKI.FAVAROTH@HRANDCO.com. More than happy to just spend any time helping you, because there were so many people that sold into me on the journey, and it's my duty and it's my pleasure to sow into others as they are on their journey.
That's awesome. And of course, the book is on Amazon. Can you hold the book
It
up
is.
one time for us?
Yes, Amazon.
You can find the book on Amazon. We are really looking for organizations to purchase this book. I know you have some college campuses that are now looking at this thing is going to be big. So you all want to know Ticki now. Listen.
Yes.
While we're talking to her on YouTube and LinkedIn before, she's on Oprah and the Today Show. Listen.
I think one of the things you said about for organizations, most organizations are currently recruiting off campus, and they're looking to accelerate their talent to deliver business results faster while leveraging their innovation and their, sense of no boundaries. I think, having a coach to help them, we do a lot of coaching for executives and mid-career, but having them as an executive transition coach can help them feel comfortable and really land the opportunity that you're looking for. And so we'd be more than happy to come in and do a talk or share or thinking about working in their accelerator programs to help their participants kind of move faster.
But we will be putting your contact information on this video, so you'll be able to get all of her contact and follow her on social media. Listen, connect with her. She's such a beautiful, beautiful person inside and out. And just the amazing, every resource she has, she's always like, oh, try this or try that, you know, such a giving person. So it is my prayer that this book just breaks the bang the internet, you know, like she sells out it, and that you all just really understand the valuable resource that she is and get connected with her. Well, that about wraps it up for me.
Okay, thank you.
I love doing these. I love being a part of the process. And I wanted to introduce to you my Ticki, because I hold it dear to my heart. She's my Ticki. And the different things we'll actually be on with her in probably another few weeks, because we have a book that we're finishing up. Listen, she's not playing games. So you all see this. If not, you want to write a book or not. She's got 3 or 4 in the works right now. So she's not playing any games. But yeah, so we want to make sure that you all get connected with her. Again, my name is Dr. Sherrie Walton, and I'm so excited that you took the time to watch our video today. You can connect with me at www.IamSherriewalton.com, and you'll also see that information. I am excited that I help authors, beautiful professionals, go from purpose, published to profit in 90 days. Thank you so much for joining us, and you all have an amazing day on purpose. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks, Dr. Sherrie. I appreciate it.